Yo, what's going on, guys? It is time for another reaction video, and today I'm going to be watching a video called 10 Best Places to Visit in Guam, USA. This is coming from the YouTube channel Asia Enterprises, so if you like this video, make sure to check out Asia Enterprises as well. Let's get straight into it. Tumon Beach. Oh, hold up. That was way too fast. How's anybody supposed to read that? Looks like a really pretty beach for sure. And the hotel amenities look, and the amenities nearby look really nice. Well, that's really pretty too. Mount Lam Lam. So is that Lam Lam or Lam Lam? $37,820 feet. Wow. Two hours. It's not too bad. I love that everything still looks so natural. It's not been developed. It's really pretty. Lots of scenic views. Two Lovers Point. Two Lovers Point, as it's sung, is one of the most iconic sites in Guam, offering lookout points that provide breathtaking views of the Philippine Sea over a plunging cliff face. The cliff drops off a stark 400 feet to the crashing sea below, and you can take walkways that hang over the jagged rocks or look through the telescopes for long-range views. This is also the site of a tragic story about a daughter of a wealthy family who fell in love with a Chamorro warrior. The two threw themselves over the cliff to stop her arranged marriage in the face of an army. The legend gives this spot even greater depth for your Instagram feed. That is, in fact, a very sad story. That's a cool lookout point, though. So is this where they were supposed to have thrown themselves from? Is this? Wow. It's even prettier at night. Well, I wouldn't say prettier, but it's a really pretty sight. Because I think that's prettier. Chamorro Village Market. A visit to the Chamorro Village Market is an excellent way to experience the ancient traditions of the island's original inhabitants. If possible, arrive on a Wednesday evening when the market is usually in full swing. Around this time, captivating dance performances, intriguing cultural presentations, and kid-friendly water buffalo rides make it a memorable event. Even so, it's still worth visiting on other days to sample the tasty Chamorro cuisine and pick up traditional handcrafts as a souvenir. The market is about 20 minutes west of Taman. What do they mean by water buffalo rides? Somebody tell me what that's supposed to mean. I mean, does that mean you're getting to ride around on a buffalo? Opera Harbor. Opera Harbor. Scuba divers in search of something different should book themselves a trip to Opera Harbor, where two historic shipwrecks literally lie side by side. The oldest is a German vessel, the SMS Cormoran, which the U.S. Navy. Wow, you would think I can't read, right? Which the U.S. Navy sunk during World War I. By chance, the U.S. Navy downed a Japanese passenger cargo ship in the exact same spot almost 20 years later during World War II. Both shipwrecks lie right next to each other and are close enough to touch at the same time. Oh, wow, so you could be between them, I guess, and touch both of them at once. It's the only place on Earth where you can dive wrecks from both world wars, and the experience grants you cool bragging rights. Yeah, that is pretty interesting. So you get to be by two different shipwrecks from World War I and World War II. Other superb diving spots are scattered around the island, offering an abundance of marine animals and colorful coral. I'm guessing that's pronounced Ritian. No. Ritian Point resides within the Guam National Wildlife Refuge, a 1,203 acre park that's teeming with native fauna. I don't know what that means. It's tucked away on the northern tip of the country, about 35 minutes from Tuman. Tree snails, Mariana fruit bats, geckos, toads, butterflies, and monitor lizards. I wonder what a monitor lizard is. Are just some of the species that roam the thick jungle. Exploring is easy as the refuge has 3 family-friendly nature trails to traverse. Latte Loop. Does that mean you get coffee when you go on that one? Nature and Rittidian. I don't know. Rittidian caves. After working up a sweat on the trails, cool off in the crystal clear waters of Rittidian Beach for some much needed rest. That sounds like a pretty cool place to check out. Does that not look like one of the screensaver pictures from Microsoft Office back in the day? Like that was the main picture I could sit right there for like all day long, just chill, looking out at the water. It's beautiful. Cool trails too. Pacific War Museum. Head 20 minutes west of Tumon to the Pacific War Museum to learn about Guam's military history. Guam's strategic location near the Pacific major maritime powers led the tiny island to become a crucial U.S. military base from World War I right up until the present day. The museum mostly focuses on U.S. Marines who fought the Japanese for control of the island during World War I. After initially losing the land, the Americans regained power in 1944 and have maintained a strong presence ever since. These days, about 7,000 military personnel work in the Anderson Air Force Base at the Guam Naval Base. Military top brass often refer to the island as America's permanent aircraft carrier. That looks pretty cool for a museum. Oh wow, they got planes in there and everything. Fort Soledad. Fort Soledad on the west coast is the last of the original 4 forts built around Umatic Bay and offers superior views of the village, bay, coastline, and mountain range. This is among the most visited areas of the southern Guam and is an icon of the Spanish history. It's named for Our Lady of Solitude and has stood since 1810. You can explore the hill as well as the village's many historic sites with a walking tour. This is an attractive spot for Instagram photos for the sheer range of opportunities you'll get. You can snap the village below, catch a shot of the vast, unending shores and scenic bay, or capture a panoramic view of the mountains beyond. Let's see what these look like. Some cannons. It's a pretty view. This music's driving me nuts on loop. It's the same beat over and over. Encore. That almost looks like, isn't there a place in Vegas called Encore? Yeah, Wynn. This is Wynn, because they have a Wynn Encore in Vegas. Wow. Had no clue there was another Encore. Clever comedic routines, death-defying stunts, and unbelievable illusions define Encore, a glitzy magic show that's become a Guam institution since opening night in 2016. A state-of-the-art theater within the Fiesta Resort sets the stage for the stars of the show: a magician, a silent comedian, a circus performer, and a white lion named Rio. The extravaganza has strong focus on audience participation, so don't be surprised if one of the performers invites you to hop on stage. Encore often receives rave reviews, particularly among children who adore the hour-long show. There's plenty of entertainment for the adults as well, however, making it truly all-ages event. Yeah, it's kind of interesting because if they're bringing a little bit of that Vegas flair to Guam, that would be kind of a cool place to check out, because you get a little bit of Vegas, but then you get the nice beaches as well. I'm gonna have to look into that, see what the price ranges are on that. Oh wow. Encore definitely looks worth the visit. Alapat Island. Alapat Island. Marining yourself on a deserted tropical island is all too easy on Alapat, an uninhabited island just off Tumon Beach. The tiny island is less than 1,000 feet from the shore, so you can kayak, jet ski, or swim your way there. There isn't much to do other than relaxing on its picture-perfect sandy cove, so consider packing some food and drinks for the trip. Outside of the high season, you might even have the whole place to yourself. It's an authentic desert island experience to remember. It's kind of hard to read some of this through the opacity. The words get blurred in. Access to Alapat is via the Onward Beach Resort. All right, so interesting video. There was some cool stuff to see. Asia Enterprises, if you happen to see this, good job on putting the video together, but you need to have some of this narrated to make it a little bit more consumable. And don't use the same beat for 7 minutes. Change it up a bit. But that being said, I appreciate that your video was available for me to react to, so I'm not trying to throw shade at you guys. I like everything that you highlighted in the video. So yeah, Guam, I've been to Guam as a layover from one flight to another. So collectively flying to the Philippines in and out, I don't know if I even spent a full hour in Guam. I could have been 3 hours. I don't remember anymore because it's been like 15 years or so. But I would love to go back. I'd love to go back and actually spend some time in Guam, a couple of days at least, and maybe get to go back to the Philippines again as well. If you're new here and you like this content, please subscribe, click the bell so you'll get notified every time I upload a new video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you've got some suggestions on some videos or some content about Guam that I should check out, please comment below and let me know. Provide a link if possible. And tell me where in the world you are watching me from. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.